This will be interesting, I think. Gotta make things look nice for you guys when you show up. And you know, never mind. I'll figure Let's see. Fix this while I'm thinking about it. I'm glad y'all don't get to see my face today because I'm covered in fluff from where I put this. Don't leave your craft stuff in a room full of buns, folks. Trust me. I learned the hard way when I'm picking bun fluff off of literally everything. Even stuff you thought you cleaned. Alright, let's see. Alright, I did do that. Well, I'll be. Good job, me. Or did I break it and that's what happened? One of the two. Oh well. Hey folks. Welcome to streaming with me again. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good lord. I don't know. Been in a little bit of a mood lately, and so I figured what I'd do is take a very old trial project off of my loom and um I don't know. Maybe it'll be a nice time to reframe this and try something new. I have learned a little bit since the last time I was using this. Not much. I've probably forgotten about as much as I remember. But goodness. Hot mess. But I figure it might be nice to go through and test a theory. Theory being well, not theory necessarily in the realm of theory. More like if I gathered information correctly, then what I need in order for a plaid to show up is multiple colors of warp threads. So, gonna give that a shot and see if that is what I'm missing. Gonna loosen my warping bars a little bit. Sometimes things come to your mind when you're like, oh yeah, no, that makes total sense. And then you do it, and you're like, wait, what? And this is, so I do a little part-time work with Acton Creative. Go to actoncreative.net. Then she teaches multi-shaft loom weaving and a lot more advanced than what I'm doing here. And I love doing that. I absolutely love working with her. It sparked in me a little bit of joy that I hadn't had for a while. And I remembered that I had gotten this really lovely rigid heddle. So earlier this afternoon, I was watching a video about a guy who was sort of DIYing. Ooh, shut the front door. About a guy who was DIYing his own sort of rigid heddle loom thing because they can get very, very expensive. This is just like a $30 frame loom. But what he did was he had like some pieces of wood right here and some blocks for where his heddle would go. And I do have a heddle that would probably fit within this. And it would just be a case of future plan. Future plan, add some pieces to this so that I can use it as a rigid heddle loom. But that's not for today. Especially since I'd have to also replace these with some round bars. Not the point. Not today. But because of all of that, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and try to do this thing again. So this thing is my frame loom. And the sensible thing, the thing that makes the most sense for a plaid, here, let me put it here so you can see, is that you have stripes of your warp, the threads that come long ways. No, yes. Those are the stripes of color that are basically going to show up across the yarn. And so your yarn can be whatever color, and it'll interact differently with any of these threads. But what it means is that that will show the color of these threads through and actually be the plaid of it all. Or like at this point, it's probably going to be more like stripes, unless I go through with really thin yarn into it. But that'll be more of a woven cloth, and I do have this one shuttle that already has some black thread on it, which I don't know. Maybe it'll be better to do that instead of this. I was gonna go for this bulky bright green Super Saver, but I don't know if I'm actually going to try to do a plaid. I might need to, with these colors, have a couple of them on spindles because I have one more. And maybe that'll be what I do. I don't know. We will figure this out. We are figuring this out as we go. I have a handy dandy pedal bar, I assume. It'll raise and lower what threads come up, and so I don't have to like go through and scoop, 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 scoop. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Talking real fast for somebody who hasn't even warped a loom in a long time. I think I'm going to have to start with a knot down here, and then oops. Oh goodness. Well, guess who's gonna have a real quick look at how to warp a frame loom. I'll make you fly. Maybe there's an image. If I can find an image, that'll make my life easier. Double warp frame loom. Images? Do we have an image? Visit? My notched loom, that's what I've got has pretty wide gaps between threads. And the problem is I made some very lovely ball hangings. Just thinking I'd like to try double warping. I start by warping my loom as normal. Once I warped it as a let's go warp then oh, I guess you bring it back. Desktop site? Okay, that helps. Start with a slip knot on the first notch. Okay. Cool. Okay, yeah, I think I got it. Thanks for bearing with me, folks. Yeah, 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 yeah. No, I think I. All right, how am I going to do this? All right, let's start with this gray thread. So all of my warping thread is going to be this lovely gray stuff. Well, all my warp thread is this stuff over here, and it's all cotton. So let's go for, let's make a slip knot, and comes here on this notch here, come up, over, down, and I'll just do 4 in, and we'll see what happens as we go along. And so another slip knot if I can tie it. Oof. Well, I didn't tie this in the right spot at all. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I'll get there. Yeah. Oh dear. Y'all, if anybody was curious, do I know what I'm doing? Heck no. Just seemed like a good idea. So, came over 1, 2, 3, and the fourth one is where I pivoted. So, let's see if we can do this any better on this side. You know what would have been smart? Measuring that yarn. Okay, well, it's fine. It'll be fine. So, up and over, and over, and over. Then we come back. Coming back is trouble here. Let's see. I'm going to get this any better this time. I think the answer to that is probably no. That's slightly better, I guess. Yeah, that's probably decent enough. Yeah, okay. Let's scooch just a little bit. That works. All right. I think it's probably a good time to come in with this darker green. I'll figure out where it starts. There we go. All right. And again, just a little slip knot down here. Oh, well, we'll see how this goes. Okay, and then of course we go back. Just one notch, thank you. And this gets to be able to be knotted down here because of the way it warped. Got a nice gray and a green together right here, so this is the last one that needs a slip knot. Oh, well, that's one way to end your thread. There we go. Whew, goodness. This is gonna be interesting. Here again, maybe. And we'll come up and over and down, over. I think this is the one where I'll double back. Yeah. Okay, I'll have to pay attention on some of this in a little while, but that's okay. All right, now I have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 spaces left. Yeah, let's go for this navy. Mercerized combed cotton. Technically, this is crochet thread, but I've yet to meet anybody who has like the snobby responses to what you use for your weaving, which is probably a good thing because I'd be sad. But it'll be fine. And so we repeat. Just come up and up, come over, hook over. Yeah, I think I'll have to do that. Because I kind of want that center stripe to be green, I guess. Pale green. And so, now that I've gone as far as I'm going with the blue over here, got it. Toss it off my bed. Ow! Ow! Y'all, I'm sorry. If the noise is loud, if I'm a hot mess, please understand that this is just the way I am. Alright, so that comes down to there. No, go back. Go back over the notch. There we go. So we got some gray and dark green and navy blue, and then a light green in the middle. And I think we're just going to go evenly across all of this, and we'll see what happens with fix this. It's ridiculous. Okay, that's out. Slightly better. It's not great, but slightly better. And I'll fiddle with the tension a little bit. Alright, so that's my navy there, and I got a navy this side, and then it'll be the thinnest string of light green in the center. We'll see how that goes. Slip knot, come up, over, and then this is my pivot one. And come back the other way. Fluff here. in that notch. Ooh, there we go. This comes back down here, and this is going to get tied off. That didn't do correctly. Slip knots are going to be the bane of my existence after this, I'm fairly certain. That's better than nothing. And I'll straighten out a lot of the tension on this once I get the pedal bar on. That's not going too badly. Alright. And this is nice because it's got a little nubbly texture to it. I don't know if you can tell. Yeah. Unlike, say, this green. The two different greens have very different textures to them, so that will do some interesting things, I hope, with the weave. We'll see. Wait, no. After this, it'll be smooth sailing, right? So come up and over and notch over, notch over, notch over. Lord, it's doing what I wanted it to. Well, I'll be. Maybe I haven't forgotten everything yet. I mean, I have. I definitely have. But let's just hope for the best, shall we? This one is gonna still get tied down here. Cool. There we go. There's my weave. Well, my warp anyway. Look at me go. Let me let me loosen this bar just a little bit, and I'm gonna tilt just a little bit, just to sort of pull tension. It's probably gonna need to relax out or something, but loosen this side and tilt it up as well. Tighten it down. What the heck? Ah. Sorry, a little off camera thread tightening happening because apparently this whole knot just came loose. There we go. That's better. Like, is it perfect? No, but it's better. Now, do I remember how this works? Am I gonna have to loosen this again? Yep. Okay. Oh, come on, me. You got this. Probably is gonna be terrible. Alright, let me loosen this side up too. Steps in the correct order. Steps in the correct order. So, because I know that I'm a mess and should not have tilted it this far, oh no, go back on that. You stay put. Threads. Tighten that up just a smidge and lock it down. That's a little bit better. It'll shift. It'll shift. It'll. Alright, so one, one, one. There, there, there. And now the green thread is right next to it. Oof. Okay, slightly better. It's not quite there yet, but we'll get there. Alright, and come down and split these guys. Get everybody out of the slots. And then I'll leave with you. And then we go next. Too far. Okay. Greens are all in their correct slots on this side, and then got a navy blue, Then that there. Yes, 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 yes. So far, so good. Getting there, getting there, getting there. All right. All of you guys shift over. Y'all are in the wrong spots. Come down here, split these two. You shift. Wait, what? Oh. Almost. The navies start wrong spot. My queen comes over. Come on, bud. Don't fight me any more than you already are. Then navy blue. That can come here. Wait, why are you two where you don't belong? Okay. Okay. Now this navy. Another one. Alright, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. You know what? Okay. Then it's this navy one here is gonna be next. Then green. I know this is riveting content for everyone. You are all just so enamored and loving this. But remember, this is also me being here for you for body doubling, so you don't have to watch me. Keep me on for noise. Be here to hang out with you and see what we can do. The last two threads. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Okay, great. Ta-da! Header bar sorted. Now, let's fix the tension a little bit. I'm going to start off with a little bit of this, just to, oh goodness, gotta love it. Just to ease a little bit of the tension on my, on the width of my warp. Sort of just placeholder stuff. Just a little scrap. To a degree. Oh god. I forgot how much I hate Red Heart. Good. Did I need to leave more thread off of this? Yes. Lord. Y'all. Shuttle. That's what this is. That's a shed bar. Remembering some stuff. Probably. Okay. Let's try this again. This time I think I know better what I'm doing. Or will pretend like I do at least. Alright, so. We're going to come back up through this part. Yes. Because we're trying to use this to widen our stuff a little bit. Here. Oh. Some little cross thread action down here. Okay. Let's see. Let's swap these because they are in the wrong part of the shed. Alright. This part doesn't matter because that is actually tied on the correct side. Same with this one. It's just that. Lord. I kind of hate myself sometimes. Like, y'all are getting to hear exactly how annoyed I am with this whole process. So, it's not like I'm even trying to do something crazy. I'm literally trying to do a plain weave. But I just need to get a couple of rows of this so I can sort the width out properly. And I don't have a beater bar on me right now, but that's fine. I'll just comb it down. Combing it down will be good enough. And see, it's sort of spreading the threads out a little bit more here. Like if you look up here, it's very tight and it looks very singular, but if you come down here, it's a little bit noisier, a little bit wider. So, do this again, just come through there to really make sure it's rotate. There we go. The, I just need to see what's going on here. Because there is a thread that is just hopping around. There we go. There we go. Picked it up this time. Goodness. All right. Okay. There we go. Just a nice little weave there at the bottom to get started. And now for the struggle. We'll see how this works. I'm pretty sure this is cotton. If this isn't cotton, then it's wool, and I'll. Oh god, do I have to do a burn test? I'm gonna have to do a burn test, aren't I? It was just one of those things where I was like, oh look, I have this shuttle that's already wound. Maybe it'll be easy for me to start. Just go with that. And the answer is yes. Does mean that I have no idea whether this is going to be like just a cotton washcloth or whether it's got some wool content to it now. It'll be interesting to see what happens if the plaid actually does shelter. I do know that this is no more and no less than a sampler. But it gives me something to do, and I don't mind. Helps me get over some feeling stuck I was doing. In case you are wondering, hi, my name's Morgan, and I'm depressed. I lost my job in July of 2023. My very good, decent job because of so much burnout. When I say so much burnout, I mean like just insane levels of burnout. And I had FMLA for a bit. So, doctor was working with me, trying to help me have a slightly lighter schedule, more focus, more support during some of my worst times for depression. And unfortunately, that wasn't enough. It did not last. So I had a job very briefly at Crumble Cookies. Because, well, I have cake decorating experience from ages and ages ago, and I bake, or I used to anyway. It was not but outside of the realm of possibility for what I could do with my life. But I was like, what? I can't do this job. Because things started getting very, very not good for me health-wise. I was nauseous every day and could not deal with any kind of heat whatsoever. Like middle of winter, not wearing a jacket. Like this is February, so middle of winter, not wearing a jacket, not even remotely feeling up to anything at all. Could not work. Started calling in sick there. So I lasted almost no time. So, as with my stint at UPS when I was a teenager, I don't really count that as having worked anywhere. And at this point, my screen fell. At this point, I've been part-time working for Acting Creative as sort of program manager, project manager, development, foundation, a little bit of everything. And again, this is like the right intersection of things that I enjoy and things that I do, because like I started working for Acting Creative in like April. I've had this for almost 5 years at this point. And before this, I had created a little cardboard frame loom. If they still exist, out on Etsy in my shop, you should be able to see a few sort of woven wall hanging type of things. So you'll see, like I've had interest in fiber crafts of some sort for a very long while. I'm currently having a little bit of a struggle because, you see, when y'all don't see me on here, that's because I can't get myself to get out of bed. Like I said, depression. It's a monster. So running into a little bit of that struggle with work right now. And she's being very kind and understanding, but kind and understanding only goes so far. So, you know, if y'all are curious about where I am sometimes, it's probably the depression. Uh, but, you know, it's okay. Time will pass and things will get better, and, you know, it won't be terrible forever. And, you know, when I've got the motivation and the desire to do things like tonight, then here I am, doing my very first plaid, and it's turning out so nice so far, you guys. I mean, not very far, but can you tell? I don't think you'll be able to tell, but yeah, we just start with the black border, and then we'll keep on rolling until we figure out where I'm going from here. It'll be great. And who knows, maybe if things go slightly more according to plan or something, if something works out for me, then, you know, we'll see where things land. Don't pull that too far. Release that a little bit more. There. We'll see how this works out. Because I don't know if I can tell any major differences right here. It's a little tightly packed and it might not show, but we'll see. Like, I have a feeling the light gray that I've got or that dark green will make something interesting happen. But, you know, if you're watching, whenever you're watching, drop me a line. Let me know what projects you're working on. Give me some suggestions for how I can beat the blues on my end so that I'm not so worn down. I'm always open for suggestions. you know, while this is a sort of chill and quiet stream over on this side, there, this is giving me ideas, so maybe once I finish this project on here, sampler as it is, placemat, rug, whatever it is. Anyway. Yeah, no, tell me what you're up to. Tell me how you beat the blues. Tell me how next year is going to be better. Sometimes you have a rough year. If you follow me on Instagram, then you'd know that my mom passed away, or Facebook even, you'd know that my mom passed away in February, so it's been 6 months, and, you know, that just, I don't think that ever gets easier. And I really wish it would. Because I miss her. You know, when you don't have that person to turn to, when you're like, yeah, like, this is interesting. I don't, but how do I? I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. Y'all, we're gonna have to figure out if this is gonna do what I want or not. Because right now it's looking like it's just striping the way I'm weaving. Oh no, did I waste my time again? Pray for me, y'all. like, it's nicely woven. I have the feeling I'm going to need to ask somebody for assistance. Somebody who knows more about frame looms than I do. Because this is, thus far, going exactly the opposite of the way that I thought it was going to. And I was taking my cues from, like I said, worked for a weaving business, educator. And one of the things she did in her loom was, you know, just your basic weave. Basically what I'm doing. A little faster, but, you know. But what she did was she started off with just using the same warp threads in her left. And I'm like, I can do that. That doesn't sound hard. And it came out in sort of not a plaid as a plaid, but like you got to see the interaction of the warp thread colors and the weft thread colors, so that it does sort of give you that sort of checkerboard style thing. So I don't know. I don't know. I'll figure it out at some point, and then no one will be able to stop me. This is one of those trust the process moments. Is that what it is? Just trust that it will get to what I'm wanting, give or take. I just need to leave longer. And who knows, maybe this week will be the week of, gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with the rest of my week. The rest of my week could be, I need to finish setting up my computer to stream from the Xbox, because there's this game I've got on there called A Little to the Left. And it's just a solo, like, organizing game. And simultaneously, everybody who plays it is like, this is the worst game ever because reasons. But it's also, like, incredibly satisfying. So, I could go for some incredibly satisfying right now. Trust the process. Maybe I should have gone for wider sets of the colors as opposed to narrower stripes. I don't know. But we'll see what happens, and we'll see. If nothing else, I will have created fabric in stripes, with interesting and varying colors. Nope, you get down there. The good news is that regardless of the way this turns out, I will have learned something. What I will have learned, I do not know, but I will have learned it. You know, I can't say that I'm seeing the color shift. Maybe I'm just beating down too tight and I need to loosen up or something. But it's fine. I will say I'm getting a little bit hungry. So, in maybe half hour I'll have to say adieu so I can make myself something to eat. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Don't have it with me, but y'all should keep an eye out. Gonna, I always say this is the week that I'm gonna do it, but this week, definitely have to. Um, add all the things to my Etsy shop. And And I saw something about Go Imagine, which is oh, like Etsy, but the way Etsy used to be, where it really was all handmade things or vintage things, as opposed to now where it's sort of a storefront for somebody's Redbubble or Shopify or whatever. And yeah, so gonna add that to my list of things to do. Maybe work on a little bit of my Twitch setup so that it's a little bit nicer looking. What would make me laugh entirely is if I suddenly had people who were super interested in watching a live feed of my buns. I have two rabbits that are, one is an old man and always grumpy looking, so I think that might just be rabbits in general. And I have one that is a sweet little girl. I'm sorry, a sweet destruction monster. Despite never having to deal with wall eaters before, I'm now having to deal with this woman who is just adamant that the wall is the tastiest thing that she can get her teeth on. And I'm like, no, please don't. My rent. But she does this thing that makes me like absolutely giddy. I got cat tunnels for them because, enrichment. And she will climb into this three opening cube where all the tunnels can connect. And since it's not actively connected, like to any of the tunnels, she's taken to hopping in it and rolling it around like a giant hamster ball. So cute. Like, it makes my day every time I see it. She just also does it whenever I cannot pull out a camera. Like, I will be actively in streaming or in a Zoom session, or, my phone will be half dead. And I'm like, she's doing it. And the moment I look, that's when she hops back out of the cube and is like, I'm not doing anything. You did not see or hear anything. What are you talking about? What did I mess up there? Or, okay, this is fine. No one knows what I'm supposed to be doing except me. but there's a part of me that wants to eventually get set up with at least one more webcam, and set it up in my fun area so you can see the monsters at work all day. They're very sweet. They're not like the most active of pets. Like it would be like sitting and watching a cat camera with old cats. You're like, ah, yes, look at those babies sleeping. But maybe one day. Or I'll add it to my list of things I do as a stream. Just come in every so often and be like, surprise bun stream. Or set it up as a standing date. I just set up my computer and set up the buns and let it run while I'm off running errands or something. That thread is going to be the bane of my existence. It's the same one. Like, it didn't get picked up here because it was doing wibbly things. But it was finally getting picked up, and then now it started being wibbly again. It won't go where I need it to. It's fine. Oh, I swear, I probably started a sentence and then didn't finish it. Earlier today, I don't have it on me, but you should keep an eye out on my Instagram. I did a little painting today. Call it Crimson Fall. It's probably something that you've seen around online or something like that. So it's not like it's like brand new, but it is sort of my take on it. And if you're interested in having yourself a lovely 3x3 landscape, I will be happy to get that to you and let you check that out. It'll be up on my Instagram a little bit later today, along with my progress on this. And you know, it'll be good. Good times. Ooh, I gotta clean up these edges. These edges are ugly. Oh boy. get rid of a little bit of this excess because it's unnecessary. Alright. I have a feeling the double warping isn't doing what I want it to. Like it's making it a more dense and solid fabric, but I don't think it's going to give me the plaid. I'm going to keep saying that until I actually get a plaid happening. Let's go ahead and mm, I did knock that green over, so I guess I can just wind up some navy. Did I cut that off on as well? I might have done. I had done something similar. I was running two different shuttles of color across, and it was one that was sort of like a purpley green mix, and one that was just straight gray across either some gray thread like this or some black thread, I think. I don't know. I don't remember now. And honestly, I feel like that almost did more of what I wanted than this is doing right now. Even though that was definitely just me going, I wonder what would happen if I did. Which I'm sure is the way you're supposed to do, well, the way people have done weaving for centuries. New patterns figured out just because somebody was like, what if I did? That would certainly be interesting, wouldn't it? I don't know. We'll figure this out. I do remind you to give me a follow if you don't follow me already. If you're not somebody who tends to spend a lot of time on Twitch, I do try to post about an hour before I'm going to stream, somewhere between half hour and hour before I stream, to let you know what I'll be doing, so you can decide whether you want to tune in or not and hang out. You can have your notifications turned on Twitch as well, and that's always a good move. Follow, subscribe, talk to me when you get a chance. Just say hello. Tell me what you're working on. Tell me what's going on in life. Honestly, like 9 times out of 10, even if I don't know who you are, and you launch into something going on in your life where you needed somebody to listen, 9 times out of 10, I will be like, "What? No," and you can tell me all the details. I will love it. New stuff will be going up on my Etsy shop, I swear. And if you use the code FRIENDINNEED, all one word, it'll get you 25% off your cart. So you can get something handmade by yours truly. And support your local artist, your local starving artist. Your support keeps me functional as a human. And if you happen to be somebody who is looking for a freelancey type tech support person, especially if you're thinking remote support, I might be your guy. You know of anywhere that's hiring for that kind of thing? 20 years of experience, 10 years as a manager. Because I gotta say, I'm available. I'm kind of open. Yeah, no, it's strictly striping. This is not doing. It's not doing what I wanted to. What about on the underside? Nope, not on the underside either. Ah, well. But, I mean, like, what I want is what you see right here. But, want to beat it down so that it's, not super open weave. You don't see it. Curses. Ah, well. Best laid plans. Alright, y'all. Gonna come back across for one last run, and then I think I'm gonna call it there, okay? It's been real. Well, I will keep y'all posted about the way this goes, because I need to take my mind off of things. This is not necessarily portable, but relatively lightweight. I can get a couple of shuttles together, make it work. But yeah, it's been real, y'all. Let me just take some attention off of here, and I'll catch you folks on the next one. See you later.